Welcome to all you marketers, creators, lovers, dreamers, and me. Coming up on today's big show, Tesla is getting its marketing hand slapped again for using one word. Nicotine pouches are coming for our children. You can now take an Influencer 101 course at college for real. All that, plus watch for the first time my new ads for Blue Sky Meth and the Acme Corporation. If you work in the great industries of marketing, advertising, or PR, give us 10 minutes and we'll learn you something important. Let's go. Welcome to David LaChapelle's favorite show about marketing. My name is Matthew Newell, and who's this?
I'm Chris Stone, and welcome to the most hyper-real and slyly submersive marketing show on planet Earth. Everything you artful marketers need for the week in 10-ish minutes. Matthew, are we ready to deliver the goods?
Here is everything that you need to know about an industry that puts the vert in advertising. Today's lead headline, we're a little late on reporting this, Chris, but it's still worth noting that Tesla has been explicitly told by a California court that claiming its vehicles are not, in fact, technically autopilot is a violation of the law. Now, listen, I am no expert on autonomous vehicles, but I know that there are 5 levels of vehicle ratings, and this court is saying that Tesla is not really level 5. What I love about this story is that Tesla's defense was that we've been saying this since 2014. In other words, there's a statute of limitations on misleading the public. So thank you to the court system for holding brands accountable to legal marketing practices. Chris?
So Tesla's legal strategy was basically, Your Honor, we've been lying so long, we should be grandfathered in. I mean, honestly, that's the most Elon thing Elon's ever done, I think.
It's true, but also no, they are not technically truly self-driving cars. They're about as damn close as they can get, but they are not self-driving cars.
Let's self-drive to our new headline.
Next up in our marketing queue, it's not just car makers. Would you believe that tobacco manufacturers are trying to mislead you as well?
500 cigarettes.
The World Health Organization and Stanford University, my safety alma mater, rips apart tobacco brands in a brand new report. First up, the brands are accused of repositioning tobacco strength as a feature, not a danger. Nicotine like never before. Second, they're highlighting how stealthy their products can be. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh.
And third, the flavors include bubblegum, fruit snacks, and cocktail flavors. So now we, as the white hat marketers, have to put the following brands on blast for doing this. These are named in the report: Philip Morris, British American Tobacco, Altria, Japan Tobacco International, Imperial Brands. Well, Imperial Brands, it sounds like they would do. I mean, it's right there in the name, Imperial Brands. Swedish Match and Swisher. Chris, I feel like we've been here before.
Oh, yeah, we absolutely have been here. Big tobacco targeting kids with bubble gum and fruit snacks and Fruit Loops flavor. I mean, that's the marketing equivalent of like a bad horror movie reboot. Scary Movie Part 18, same villain, new packaging, and somehow nobody sees it coming again.
That's right. And our final headline, Ohio University professor Jacob Hiller, my apologies if one of those is probably right, is teaching a one-of-a-kind course on influencer marketing. I was a little skeptical when I saw this, but Hiller says that he wanted to highlight that being an influencer is a serious and tough business. The course is broken down into 3 sections: the psychology and sociology of influence, which sounds really cool, the technical side of content creation, which kind of sounds cool, and the business of building a brand. So, I mean, let's get this guy on the show, Chris.
Yeah, finally someone's teaching people, probably young people, that being an influencer is an actual job and not just pointing a ring light at your face and waiting for the money to fall out of it. Yeah, let's get Professor Heiler on the show before he himself goes viral and becomes too big for us.
That's right. We'll make him an influencer. He'll make himself an influencer.
We're all influencers, really, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the part of the show where we typically have our favorite segment called Real Recognize Real, but we're going to take a bit of a, how they say, pivot to something else. Matthew, what do we got?
So last week on the show, we did wrong answers only, and both of us came up with an idea of if we had a $1,000,000,000 budget, what fake product will we shoot a real commercial for? I, in that inspiration, couldn't help myself. No one gave me $1,000,000, but I used some creativity to make a commercial for both of our answers. Initially, I made one for Blue Sky, which is the meth from Breaking Bad. And then I didn't want to leave you out in the cold. I also did one for Acme, and Chris has not seen it yet. So first, let's roll the real ad for the fake product, Blue Sky from Breaking Bad.
The journey is the mastery.
Bam. Outstanding job.
The journey is the mastery. Now, I'm not a like title effects and stuff. Like, I'm not a specialist in that. So the title played at the end wasn't as high high quality as I want, but not a bad look. I would definitely try Blue Sky. What'd you think?
I mean, hook me up. I mean, it's, big tobacco. Can we have like a bubblegum flavor of that? That was a outstanding job. And the track was fire, man. Oh man.
That's right. That's right. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, like once I think you got to the shot of the pizza, I think that's what really sold it. It was like, yep.
Yeah.
The mastery is in the journey. So then here's the one for Acme. I might like this one a little bit more. And before we roll it, I want you to know the perspective of this is an ad from Acme. This is supposed to be an inspirational ad for everyone, including Wile E. Coyote, because of course he's their number one customer.
Okay, that was awesome. That was actually awesome. Like, listen, I've seen a lot of AI generated, like, oh, this kind of works. Let's just, smash it into here. Let's smash the scene in here and smash it. But I felt like you really storyboarded this thing. I mean, you had all of the stuff. You never showed an actual Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. You never showed those characters, probably because Looney Tunes would never license them. And it's probably your best bet to do that. But God, that was really good. I would buy some roller skates from Acme. I absolutely would. Even though I know that they probably wouldn't work, right? They didn't work for Wile E. Coyote.
That's exactly right. But not because of Acme's quality. That was a big thing. I had to make sure the products were on par, high quality, and it's actually Wile E. Coyote that is the idiot. But yeah, I wonder, Shu, because that's maybe what Wile E. Coyote's best thing is, that he never gives up.
That's
like it's that
amazing.
perseverance, and I wanted Acme to salute him.
Outstanding job. I love it.
But let's wrap this show up with actually what brought us here today. Wrong answers only. Only questions about marketing and advertising. Only wrong answers. So, Chris, if you could teach a semester-long university course on marketing, what would it be? Like, what would you focus on for your university course?
I feel like I'll get serious here for a second. I feel like if I were to choose something that constantly changes, right? So I basically do podcasting and live streaming and things like that, but that business it changes very, very often. And I always feel and have felt like historically when I have taken classes, it's like by the time you graduate, like all that stuff is outdated. And so you spend all that time learning about it, but you have to continually, learn the new tech that comes out and all of that kind of stuff. So I would try to pick a more sort of what they call evergreen thing as it relates to marketing. And it would be more relationship building, more, I know that's kind of related more to sales, but I do feel like it's important to create relationships when you're having conversations with people about marketing particular products and branding and things like that.
That's right. And marketing is so, I don't think people understand on the part about marketing in advertising you don't see. There's such a high level of trust that needs to be invoked because you're truly doing new, weird, crazy stuff. And you're right. Those soft skills, working with people about engendering that trust. It's really difficult.
Did you just call me soft?
But probably.
How about you? What would you?
I would probably do something. I know exactly what I would do. I would do how marketing from. I still think that Jay-Z is one of the best marketers and businessmen in the world. And it's all the answers are in his lyrics. So I would remove all of his lyrics and build up a marketing / just like marketing and sales. There's a gray area in there, but do a whole course about how Jay-Z would market your product, because it's genius and it's all in the songs, and we would just break it down because it's evergreen as well.
Matthew, you are the original Rockefeller.
Rockefeller, y'all.
That's outstanding. But he does wear a black hat, so there is that. That's true.
Yeah, and my white hat marketing book, I stole it from the black hat from his Black album. I know.
Don't tell Sean.
I know. First, I got Disney coming after me for Wile E. Coyote.
Now Jay-Z. I mean, it's over. It's clearly over for you. All right, folks, that is it for this episode of Marketing, Machines, and Mischief. But make sure before you go, jump down into the comments. Let us know what your wrong answer is for this week. What course would you teach on marketing? Would you go the way of Matthew? Would you go the way of me? Would you go your own way, which is a song? Fleetwood Mac?
Mm-hmm. You're
okay.
right.
Oh, that was close.
We almost took your credibility card.
Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all that fun stuff. But before we go, we always have a
little lesson learned. Stay curious, friends. We'll see you next week.
Bye.